just tweet saying stream back up, technical difficulties. Yeah, it just went off for some reason.
Apologies for the technical difficulties there. The stream just decided to finish. From the corner, Howarth met it, but he went behind, fought a goal kick. Danger averted. Long goal kick played forward, headed away by Mark Howarth. And Cunningham looks to play it forward again into Rodriguez. Good play, good flick on. Lowe looks to play it back into the feet of Rodriguez. And Passant has the ball in his hands once again. Long ball played forward, looking for Watkinson. He's not quite timed it well, but here's Barragan. Looking down the line for Riley. Can he win a corner? Can he beat his man? No, he can't. It's nicked off him and cleared away. Howarth does well to defend against Rainford, who's frustrated with himself. And Howarth's clearance comes off of Low and out for a throw-in on this near side. Throw-in to be taken on this near side. It's going to be Oliver Muir to launch one down the wing. Kenji, Riley, Watkinson all down the left flank for the Mariners. So launched one, hits the back of Riley, and it's cleared away, I think, by Cunningham. Can't keep it in play though, and it's out for another throw-in to be taken by Muir. Muir takes again. Down the line. He's got Riley and Barrett both had a hold of each other. But I don't think he's given a free kick of any sorts. And another ball is required. For listeners who haven't been to Glossop North End before, it's very much a hot spot for losing balls. All of the stands are fairly low on the top of a hill. And I think we're on about our 5th or 6th of the game already. Marine have been awarded a free kick on the left wing. I think it's Watkinson, or maybe Riley this time, being pulled back. Riley's having a word with the referee, just telling him to keep an eye on it. It's happened a few times to him and his strike partner Watkinson. Just for one yellow card so far today. So going to Louis White. We're pulling back Dunn on the centre, in the centre circle. Jack Dunn standing over a free kick with his left foot. Whips it in towards the back post. It's good delivery. Looking for Watkinson. Cleared away. Clark picks it up again. Tries to scoop it back into a box. Watkinson flicks on. Cleared away. Up towards Sonogo on the halfway line. Clark's there with him. Devine plays it forward. Then returned by White. Riley wins the header. Here's Dunn. A little bit of space to run into. He might try his up from range. He does. Oh, what a strike from Jack Dunn. That is an unbelievable finish. He picks the ball up about 35 to 40 yards from goal. He thinks he's got a little bit of space to run into. He takes advantage of it and he strikes. And I don't know whether the wind played a bit of a part in that, but it looked like a bit of a knuckleball technique. It bent and moved in the air. What a finish from Jack Dunn. What a way to get your first goal for Marine. It's 1-0 to the Mariners. It's come a little bit against the run of play. It's been a very scrappy game at times. No major chances. Solomon Davis, of course, hit the crossbar early on. But Marine won't care. They've taken the lead in spectacular fashion. Marine go 1-0 up. Back underway. James Devine has it over on that far side with a throw-in. Down the line, looking for Riley into Barragan. Tries to play it forward, looking for Watkinson. He puts Wilshaw under some good pressure there. Connecting with Wilshaw's clearance and out for a throw-in. This time taken by Sonogo. Looks down the line for Rodriguez. He flicks on, up away by Muir and then by Clark. There's White in the centre of the pitch. Sonogo looks to smash one into the penalty area. It's an awkward one for Muir. Headed back into danger by Barrett. And as a free kick's been awarded to Marine for a foul on Passant as Rainford looked to swing a foot at it. I think he is going to be okay. The physio has been told to not come onto the pitch. I think Bailey was just making sure he got the free kick there. You wouldn't say it was dangerous from Rainford. Bailey was stooping low. I don't think he ever saw the Marine goalkeeper. He's entitled to go for it. But Marine have got a free kick inside the 6-yard box. Bailey's just decided to take this free kick about 10 yards away from where it actually happened. He's tried to stick it on the edge of the box when it was actually in the 6-yard box. I don't think he's going to get away with that one, and the ref's just having a word. Maybe a little bit of gamesmanship just to see out the first half. It's been a tough half for Marine. Glossop have had the wind behind them. They've got a classic small, big and small strike partnership, Rodriguez and Rainford. And Rodriguez has been penalised here. He's gone for the ball, but I think he's caught Clark in doing so. So it's going to be a free kick for Marine. As you may be able to hear, the home fans aren't happy about it. Free kick taken short by Howarth. Gets into Kenji, who just runs out of room on that far near side. News of a few goals in the title race in the NPL West. Warrington Rylands are 3-0 up against Market Drayton Town. You may be able to hear the clearance there. Bounce off the stand. Is Barrett to take the throw in for Glossop. Up towards Rodriguez again. Heads it on and away by Barragan. If he can just hold off the challenge from low. He can't, and it's White tries to get it back down the left wing for Glossop, but Solomon Davis intercepts and can come away with it now on one of his charging runs that he loves so much. Gets down the line. I think if there was just an arm across him, but I don't think it was enough for a free kick. It's cleared by Glossop into Rainford. Tries to play it out wide for Sonogo. The left back picks it up. Looks for Rainford again. I think Barrett has come a long way into the centre of the pitch to pick it up, and here's Rainford. Can't quite keep it in. And it's going to be a throw-in. Sorry, he had just about kept it in, but he's poked it behind for a goal kick. It's going to be passing. The Marine players gathering on the far side of the pitch, down the right wing. Looking for Solomon Davis. He's not one, and Rodriguez heads it forward. Looking for Mulvey. And out of play for another throw-in. It has been much of the same sort of plays happening in this first half. Lots of long ball forward by Glossop, looking for Rodriguez. But they haven't quite carved the opportunity to test Passant. Rainford with the best chance of the game for Glossop earlier on in the half. The ball's in the penalty area now and cleared by Muir. Watkinson will come across to try and keep it in. And Kenji joins him as well. They've done well into the advertising board around the side of the pitch. Here's Muir. Plays a long ball forward. Looking for Riley. He leaps well, he's not quite won it. And cleared away. It's bounced over Howarth. Swept up by Devine, and now Barragan can try and play it forward. It's gone a little bit scrappy, this. Low lays it off for Barrett, and Barrett can't quite keep it in. And it's going to be a throw-in for the visitors. Going to be Muir to take down the line. Refs just telling him to get on with it a little bit. Looking for Watkinson into his feet. And here's Clark. He loses out to Low. Muir steps across to try and win it back. Jack Dunn gives away a free kick. But I think he did actually get a foot in there. I think it's a little bit harsh from the referee. It is going to be a free kick in a dangerous position. About 3 minutes until the end of the first half. Marine with a 1-0 lead. I think it's going to be Louis White to try and carve out an opportunity with the free kick. About 20 yards inside the Marine half. It's not quite shooting distance, but they have set up a wall. A two-man wall, Solomon Davis and Dunn. Kenji just coming away to make an option. And one of the most sarcastic dives that you'll ever see from Bailey Passant as the ball flies over the crossbar. And another new ball required. Watkinson just signalling to the referee something about the ball. Maybe he doesn't think it's properly pumped, but we're going to finish for half of it anyway, unless we lose this one as well. Long ball forward from Passant from the goal kick. Looking for Riley, but Cunningham's in there well. And then Clark. Good clearance from Howarth with the header. Just stands off it this time. Rainford into Mulvey. Mulvey tries to get back to Rainford. Kenji, complete swing and a miss with his clearance, but luckily there was enough on it to roll through to Passant. This bobbly pitch once again coming into effect. Bailey Passant with the ball in his hands. He's just sliced his clearance a little bit there, and Devine's had to come back a long way to clear it into Solomon Davis. He's having a good game, James Devine, at right centre back. Solomon Davis wins the free kick, bundled over on the far side, in front of the dugout. Here's Devine now. Options down his line, and tries to play infield for Watkinson's not quite won the header. Wilshaw's come across well, and Muir picks it up and heads it into Kenji's feet. Kenji can turn and run, but he's on his right foot now. He lays it off for Dunn. Doesn't quite control it. Falls for Solomon Davis. He's got options down the line, but Sonogo has picked it up. Plays it long, looking for Rainford, but Howarth, good touch. It's come off his hand. And then he's kicked the ball away. It's going to be a yellow card for Mark Howarth. Just out of frustration there. I think it was a decent touch to control, but it just bounced up and touched his hand. And it looks like he's going to be picking up the second yellow card of the game. First for a Marine player. And the yellow card is eventually shown by Cavanagh. Seems to be making a little bit of a show and dance out of everything he's doing so far, and he's not quite finished talking to Howarth. Just needs to be careful now. He's already been booked. He doesn't want to pick up another needless yellow card. Free kick coming in from White. Another left-footed outswinger. Not quite by the byline, but not far. About 10 yards away. They've got most of their players forward, Glossop. Ball into the box, headed away by Howarth. Cleared away by Kenji. Jack Dunn wins for header and tries to spark a counter-attack, but ball hoofed back into the Marine box. And Bailey with another very dramatic dive, but keeps it in this time. We played 30 seconds over the regulation time. I would imagine there'd be 2 minutes added on, although no board has been shown. Pure guesswork. There's been a couple of stoppages due to the referee talking to players. Long ball played forward towards Riley. Sonogo can come away with it down the left wing now. He's done well to get past Clark, and Clark stayed down. He's run out of room over on that far side. Sonogo. He's run out of play. Now this is a worry for Marine. Clark is down. You've got to hope he's just, a little bit of gamesmanship trying to win the free kick, and he's not seriously injured. But the physio, Richie, he's come onto the pitch to treat the new signing. It's only his second game for the Mariners. Scored on his debut last week in that 1-0 win. He's still down receiving treatment, so whatever was added on by the referee, we're going to be playing, well, about a minute or two more. While he's down injured, I'll just read out a couple of scores in the NPL West Division. So at half-time score, Bootle 1, Widnes 0. Clitheroe 2, City of Liverpool 0. Colne 1, Ramsbottom United 0. Kidsgrove Athletic 0, Runcorn Linnets 1. Leek Town 0, 1874 Northwich 1. Mossley 0, Newcastle Town 2. Big dents for their playoff push. Prescott Cables versus Kendall Town is 0-0 at half-time. Warrington Rylands 3-0 up at home to Market Drayton Town. Market Drayton, of course, have already been confirmed as relegated this season, sitting on just 7 points, as have Kendall, who are on 11 points. And Workington have taken the lead at home to Trafford. Trafford had a man sent off in the first 2 minutes. It's going to be an uphill battle for Trafford now, and it looks like we're just about ready to get back underway. But Marine are going to make a change. It's the end of the day for Luke Clark. He hobbles off, and that is a big blow for Marine. Alex Doyle's still out injured, of course. David Lynch has come off the bench. Started last week, had a decent game, but didn't see it out, and now he's got 45 minutes in place of Clark in centre midfield. Riley can't quite get under control. He's done, bit of a high boot, but ref waves play on. Lynch's first involvement. Long ball forward. Cleared by Barrett. Headed away by Lynch. Up towards Watkinson, but nothing given. The ball's in the air. Dunn does well to get a touch on it, and I think the Glossop man stayed down over on that far side. It's Finley Stanya. Went up for a header with Watkinson. Both went down, but Watkinson made it back to his feet. And the referee stopped the game because it was a head injury. And as soon as he did that, Stanya got back up. So we're going to get back underway now with a drop ball. And the referee once again just explaining his actions to everyone. Long ball played forward by Glossop. It's out for throw-in. We've now played 4.5 minutes of added time. You would imagine maybe we'd finish with 5. Sonogo plays a long throw-in up towards Rodriguez. He wins the flick on. Kenji goes through the back of Barrett, and Mulvey goes down. And I think it's going to be a free kick for the Mariners in a very dangerous position, about centre of the pitch, about 20 yards from goal. Kenji just piled in to the back of Barrett, but the referee waved play on for that. I think he saw no problem with that one. But then Mulvey picked it up and turned on the edge of the box, and it might have been Lynch that tripped him. The substitute has only been on the pitch for 5 minutes, and the ball's only been in play for about 1 of those minutes. Keaton Mulvey looks to be early favourite to take this one. Louis White, who has been taking all the set pieces today for Glossop, standing there too, but Mulvey is the one that's eyeing it up. He's placed the ball. Left-footed effort from Mulvey. Straight into the wall. And now White looks to just scoop it back in with his right foot, blocked by Solomon Davis, and Berrigan can head clear. White looks to play it forward again into the penalty area, and Mark Howarth just dummies it out of play. And it's going to be a goal kick for Marine. Surely we are looking towards the end of the end of the half now. I think Watkinson might be picking up a yellow card here. He's just, you know, Watkinson likes to have a word with the referee, shall we say. Or is it going to be Berrigan? It is Berrigan. I think he's just talked himself into a booking there, Berrigan. Again, another centre mid who, it's not the sort of position where you would like to be on a yellow card. He's going to be putting a few tackles in. Just a reminder, as we get close to the half-time break, that this stream will still be running throughout the half-time break, but it will be muted. So come back for the second half in about 15 minutes. Oh, Watkinson's gone in on the keeper there, and a bit of handbags. They're pushing each other. It wasn't a, he went for the ball as it was played forward. The keeper was always going to get there. I think Watkinson went in with a little bit of a high boot there. He's a little bit naughty from Watkinson. He has been a little bit wound up this game, you can tell. And he is going to pick up a yellow card now. And it is just a yellow. A few cheers from the Glossop faithful. And I think Harry Allen, no, he's not going to get a yellow card. He did retaliate, and he pushed Watkinson a little bit, but I think Watkinson may have earned that, to be honest, with his high challenge. Free kick to be taken by Harry Allen now. We're now in the 8th minute of additional time. And the referee does blow his whistle for half-time. It's been a game that's been affected by the strong winds in the first half. Glossop looking to play long balls forward towards Hugo Rodriguez for Jamie Rainford to latch onto. Caused the first big chance of the game, but saved well by a Bailey Passant. Josh Solomon Davis hit the bar for Marine before Jack Dunn scored his first goal for the club with an absolute screamer from 25 yards. At the half-time break, it's Glossop North End 0, Marine 1. Come back in 15 minutes for the second half. Welcome back to today's live coverage of Glossop North End versus Marine for the second half. Marine currently 1-0 up due to a goal in around the 35th minute from Jack Dunn, playing just his second game for the club. An absolute screamer into the top left corner from about 25 yards. The players getting back into position. As I look at it, Marine are shooting from left to right, Glossop from right to left. Glossop North End in their all blue home kit, Marine in their home kit, white shirts, black shorts and black socks. The goal scorer Jack Dunn ready to get us back underway. And we're off. Long ball forward to start things off. Marine, of course, kicking with the wind behind them in this second half. So a long ball from Howarth. Just a little bit too much on it, and it's gone out for a goal kick. I've got a feeling I might be saying that a lot in this second half. Said it very often in the first for Glossop. So it's going to be Harry Allen to take an early goal kick. He's managed to get a decent amount of power on it, so it's not come back at him. I think that's just gone straight out without a touch of Ollie Muir, and the referee agrees. There were appeals for a throw-in from the Glossop North End players. So Muir to take the throw-in on around the halfway line. Down the line looking for Louis Riley. He's just gone over him and headed away. David Lynch is in there. It's picked up again by Solomon Davis now. Towards Jack Dunn. He's just picked up on the right wing now. Under pressure from Sonogo. Can he get a ball in? He can. And he's massively overhit that. And I think we'll be on to what I've counted as ball number 7. But no, he's got the ball back. Not quite gone down the hill this time. So just a reminder of a couple of the events of the first half. Luke Clark went off injured, only playing his second game for Marine, so that'll be a bit of a blow, especially with Alex Doyle out injured as well. So David Lynch took his place towards the end of the first half. There are a few yellow cards as well. Booked players on the pitch include Louis White, James Barragan, Owen Watkinson and Mark Howarth. I believe Luke Clark picked up a yellow card just before he went off, following the challenge that got him injured. But of course, we don't have to worry about him getting sent off. Barragan, Watkinson and Howarth, though, players that like to get involved in a tackle. Especially Barragan in the centre of the pitch. Watkinson sometimes talks his way into a yellow card. That is exactly what he did. Oh no, he didn't, sorry. He put a high challenge in on the goalkeeper, picked up a yellow card. Anyway, they come forward. This time Glossop through Mulvey. Tries to cut in. Intercepted by Solomon Davis. A long ball played forward from Devine. Flicked on by Riley. Kenji, he'll chase it, but he's not. Even Kenji hasn't quite got the pace to pick up that one. It's gone behind for a goal kick. So kicking against the wind once again is Harry Allen. It's a very nice day here in Derbyshire. The sun's shining. It's just a little bit windy. David Lynch can't quite reach that header, but it's cleared forward by Kenji, shoving Watkinson's back there as he jumped for the ball. Sonogo flicks it on, but White just plays it up into the air. Barragan can't quite win it. Muir clears it up towards Watkinson. Does well, controls it. Can he turn? He's got Dunn for company. Dunn's picked it up. He's tried to play it forward in towards Riley. Lynch wins it from behind. Might have been a yellow card or for at least a free kick for other referees, but not this one. Kenji down the left wing now tries to play it in towards Watkinson, but it's deflected behind for a corner. So a chance for Marine to get bodies in the box. Muir going forward. Howarth going forward. James Devine, James Barrigan and Josh Solomon-Davis the only players staying back for Marine as Glossop keep 2 men forward. David Lynch is lurking on the edge of the box. Watkinson's in there. Muir, Howarth, Kenji and Riley are also in the box. The obvious aerial threats would be Ollie Muir and Mark Howarth. Watkinson scored a couple of headers this season as well. In towards the back post. Can Muir connect? I think he got a decent connection on it, but it deflected off of Lewis Cunningham. So it's going to be another corner, sorry. Taken once again by Dunn, but on the other side. So it's going to be an in-swinger this time. The Marine fans starting to make some noise now. So Dunn with his left foot looking to swing one in towards the back post. Towards the front post, sorry. And almost caught the keeper off guard there, but it's just hit the roof of the net and not gone under it. Allen with another goal kick this time. In case you missed the first half, Marine playing once again with a back 5. Did switch to a back 4 for the home match against Northwich last week, but James Devine has slotted into the back line alongside Ollie Muir and Mark Howarth as the ball bounces around and around the centre circle. Cleared away by Devine, up towards Riley. Wins it, flicks it on for Watkinson. He plays it on to Dunn. Good play for Marine. He's got Solomon-Davis for company. Checks back onto his left foot. Centres for Barrigan, but the bobbly pitch just takes it out of Barrigan, but Riley's managed to recover it. Plays a short ball for Muir, just about gets there. It's Kenji over on the left-hand side. Poor touch from Kenji. And it's out for a throw-in. Good defending from Sam Barrett on the far side. Ball played forward for Glossop, but Lynch wins it back and then wins a free kick. Kenji was ready to stretch his legs on that left wing, but the referee pulled it back for the free kick. I think it's going to be Jack Dunn once again to whip a ball in. A bit wider than the position of some of the free kicks we've had so far in the game. The usual suspects have made their way forward. It's a dangerous looking ball. Watkinson connects. It's not a great connection, but he has won a corner. Jack Dunn with the delivery once again. He's put some dangerous looking set pieces in so far today. The goal scorer. Could be my tip for man of the match so far. Ball played in towards centre of the box. Howarth won it, completely free on his own. And it's cleared behind for another corner. I'm surprised Marine haven't got a right footer taking these set pieces. Maybe someone like Louis Riley could put a decent delivery in. Especially with the wind, you'd think they'd be trying to land it on top of the goalkeeper. The outswinger comes in again. Headed up, but not away for Glossop. And now it's away. Devine heads the clearance back towards the Glossop goal, and now Dunn can pick it up down the left wing. Tries to smash it forward. Now Barrett can clear, but as you can hear the sarcastic cheers from the Marine fans, it was a slice clearance and it's out for a throw-in. Around 54 minutes played in this second half, sorry. Still 1-0 to Marine due to the first half goal from Jack Dunn. Long throw in from Dunn towards the penalty area. Riley's won it. He's tried to flick it on. He just needed Watkinson to be, I think he was caught a little bit flat-footed there. He needed to be on his toes and coming in at the back post to tap in. And the goalkeeper ready for a goal kick. It's a very long throw in from Jack Dunn. Allen takes the long goal kick. Lynch wins it, but only as far as Sonogo. He tries to get past Solomon Davis, but Solomon Davis is quick in his own right and can't quite come away with it. Again, the bobbly pitch playing a big part in the proceedings this afternoon. Ball down the line, headed away by Devine, and it's out for another throw. Sonogo to go again. Ball down the line, headed away by Devine once again, and Riley looks to scoop it on for Watkinson. It's a decent looking ball from Riley, not quite enough spin on it. Watkinson wants the throw in. Reckons it took a nick off of the defender on its way through. But the referee and the linesman disagree, and it's a throw in for the home side. Snow go down the line. Looks to get it into Rodriguez. It does, but White picks it up now. Solomon Davis can clear into Riley. And if it goes, it should be a Marine ball, and it is. Last touch off Sonogo. No arguments from the left back. Solomon Davis now to take the throw in, just in front of me. Down the line, looking for Watkinson, but cleared away by the Glossop man. I think that's low. Trying to play a ball forward, but Muir picks up under a little bit of pressure now from Rodriguez. Looks down the line for Kenji. Took a little bit of a bobble before it got to Kenji. Unsurprisingly, it's been the story of the game so far. That and the wind. Ball down the line, looking for Watkinson. Watkinson's done well to keep it in on the touchline and just run out of room in the end. Slips into the barrier behind the goal. Back up on his feet and a goal kick to Harry Allen. So 12 minutes into the second half now. 57 minutes played. Still 1-0 to Marine. Long ball play forward by the goalkeeper. Jack Dunn's missed it. Can Lynch win the rebound? He can't. Howarth's there. He's found Solomon Davis. Looking for options ahead of him. Into the feet of Watkinson. Tries to flick it on towards Riley. And now... Ooh. It's a little bit lucky from Cunningham. The first clearance was not good at all, but he managed to pick it up again for the second one. Barragan's got it now. Plays it back for Devine. A longer clearance up towards Watkinson. He wins the flick on. Riley can chase. Good defending from Wilshaw. But a poor clearance from Watkinson's picked it up again. Looking to get down the line. He's got past Cunningham. Cunningham's pulled his shirt. And he's won a free kick. Watkinson. I think it's going to be a yellow card for Cunningham. So another chance for a Jack Dunn delivery. Muir and Howarth have both gone forward. Davy Lynch is in there as well. On the edge of the box. Kenji on the edge of the box. Maybe looking to pick up any cleared balls. But Dunn, he's surely just got to aim for that back post area. And hope that if no, or maybe at the front post, there's a lot of space. Gets it in towards the back. And it's been bundled in. I think it's Lewis Riley that's got the final touch. Or was it Howarth? There was a little bit of a scramble on the goal mouth. It's 2-0 to Marine, that much is for sure. I think it was Howarth that headed it back across goal. And the last touch might have just come off of Lewis Riley. We'll see what the stadium announcer says in a moment. I think it's Lewis Riley that's made it 2-0 to Marine. A few of the nerves that surround a 1-0 lead and a tough game, they can just be eased slightly now. So we will await confirmation of who got the final touch before it made its way into the back of the net. The fans are singing Mark Howarth's name. I think they're confident it was the big centre-back that's given me a 2-goal cushion. Have to say, the way he ran away celebrating, you have to assume it was him. Marine come again now, it's done. Oh, he's taken out there. But the ref has played advantage, but I don't think there really was ever an advantage. It could be a yellow card to come here. It all happened very quickly. A throw-in down the line for Marine, flicked on, and then fell into the path. Fell into the path of Jack Dunn to have a run, and then taken out by Wilshaw. So we're about 35 yards from goal. Lewis Riley has scored a few free kicks this season. He's in there, but Jack Dunn is in there too, and we know he can hit one. It's a yellow card shown for Lee Wilshaw. Riley has placed the ball. Jack Dunn, though, I have to say, I think it would suit a left footer from this sort of position. It's slightly right of centre. It's about 35 yards out, or maybe 30. It's going to take a good effort to beat Allen today, who has been excellent. He was very good at the reverse fixture earlier this season. I think it is going to be done. No, it's Riley. He tries his luck, and is never testing Allen. It's a good few yards over the penalty, over the crossbar, sorry. So a goal kick. Past the hour mark now. 2-0 to Marine. Long ball forward. Here's Mulvey. Looks to get away down the right wing for Glossop, but he just runs out of room. News of a few goals in the NPL West Division. Warrington Rylands are 5-0 up now, so they will surely finish the day top of the league. I think they would have done anyway. 3 points ahead of Marine, and with a huge goal difference advantage, which is only increasing. Workington are still 1-0 up at home to Trafford. Trafford down to 10. And Leek are 2-1 down at home to 1874 Northwich. But Marine have got a throw in over on the far side, and it's going to be Ollie Muir to launch towards the penalty area. Looking for Riley, not quite enough on it. It's Barragan. Jack Dunn's picked it up. Dunn lays it off for Solomon Davis. Davis, a little nutmeg on Sonogo. Gets to the byline, tries to pull it back. Cleared her in the end. Prevented the corner. It's very nice from Solomon Davis inside the penalty area. Good footwork. Just tap it through the legs. And Jack Dunn is going to launch another throw-in into the box. He's doing it all today. Scoring goals, taking corners, taking free kicks. And this throw-in has just been caught by the wind, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. So, goal kick to be taken once again by Allen. It's held up on around the halfway line. Maybe Dunn was into the back of Rodriguez there. There's the two number 10s go for the ball. Is Kenji. Dunn looks to flick it over the top for Watkinson. I think he might have just been offside, but the linesman's flag stays down. He's won a throw in towards the corner flag. News of a goal, potentially a big goal in the title race. Workington have conceded. It's 1-1. As it stands, they're 4 points behind Marine with 1 game in hand. Of course, Warrington Ryland still leading the way, but with those games in hand the Workington have, more on that in a minute, as Dunn sends across miles over the bar. Of course, Warrington Rylands are the league leaders on 74 points, but they have played 3 more games than Workington, 2 more than Marine. So Workington had to have been seen as the favourites with those games in hand, but now they are 4 points behind Marine with only 1 game in hand. So potentially a big result there if Trafford can see it through. Long ball forward from Allen. It's Solomon Davis picks it up. Looks to get down the line. He's got Sonogo for company. They've had a good battle, those two. Solomon Davis has it nicked off him. Barragan tries to play it forward again, but Lowe can bring it away now for Glossop. Looking down the line. Well, I'm not sure who he's looking for there. No direction to it. And a long ball forward from Howarth. Goes behind for a goal kick. Around 25 minutes to go in this one. Marine been fairly comfortable in the second half. Have not really been tested. Good closing down from Watkinson there to stop Cunningham from smashing it long. Met with appreciation from the travelling Mariners. And I think Glossop are going to make their first change of the game. The big number 10, Hugo Rodriguez, is leaving the pitch. It's going to be Ruben Das to take his place. So a change in plan for Glossop. Of course, Rodriguez poses a big aerial threat. 6'4", 6'5", somewhere in that region. Das coming on, considerably shorter. So a change in style coming for Glossop. That's going to be throw-in to be taken by Sonogo just in front of me in the Glossop half. Heading behind and on top of the stand, as you probably heard from Lynch. So it's going to be another throw-in and another new ball. Halfway through the second half. I think it's actually just taken a nick off of a Glossop man before it's gone over. And Solomon Davis is to take the throw-in now into Lynch. Lynch has it nicked off him. Here's Das trying to bring it away. Muir can clear. Sonogo intercepts. It's all gone a bit scrappy now. Poor ball forward from White. Can Barragan get there? He has. Play it down the line. Can Kenji keep it in? I think he can. He's one-on-one with Wilshaw now. Plays it into Watkinson. Watkinson not helped by the touch. Barragan tries to whip it in, but it's too straight and not enough whip on it. It's run through to Harry Allen. Keeper's still got it in his hands. He's taking his time. Side of 2-0 down. It's a very high ball, which you don't need from these goal kicks because it just gets caught up in the wind. It's David Lynch now with a long clearance. But Riley might just be able to take down. Oh, brilliant play from Riley into the path of Watkinson. Watkinson can't quite get past Stanya. And it's Solomon Davis now. Can he try his luck? And that's a good 10 yards over from the right back. Not known for his goal scoring, although he did hit the bar earlier in the game. Usually a provider of goals and delivery rather than a scorer of them. Another goal kick to be taken by Harry Allen. Clitheroe 4-0 up now at home to City of Liverpool. And that could be a handball against Dunn. It looked like it struck his hand in the middle of the pitch. Referee's not giving it. And Kenji looks to just poke it forward. Dunn gives chase, but never going to get there. And Allen now rolls it out towards Cunningham to come away with it. It's a good throw from Allen. Long ball played towards Rainford. Not really had a sniff in the second half. Lowe tries his luck. And Bailey passing comfortable there. Watches it go behind for a goal kick. A first sight of goal in this second half for the home side. And passing to take a goal kick. Towards the centre of the pitch, Watkinson tries to flick it on, doesn't quite get anything on it, and Barrett has to deal with it because Riley was bearing down, and I think Riley's just going to watch that go out for a corner. Another chance for Marine here. It's going to be Dunn to come across and take once again. So the usual suspects have gone forward. Barrigan has stayed back with Solomon Davis. And I think Devine stayed back as well over there. Lynch on the edge of the box. Watkinson at the near post, maybe the target. Howarth's in there as well. Up towards the goal line, it's a bit scrappy, and I think Riley got the final touch before it went out for a goal kick. Allen places the ball. Targets. Oh, it's a weak one. This one. I think he hit the floor before he cleared it. And it's put out of play by Stanya, who just had to help it on its way. And Marine can come again. Solomon Davis in no particular hurry to take this throw in. Just throws, looking for options down the line into Watkinson, but cleared away. Riley's gone down, and I think Cunningham stood on him there. He's holding his ankle. It's all gone a little bit scrappy. I'm not quite sure what's just happened. Riley went down under challenge from, I think it was Cunningham, and then Cunningham sort of fell on him, and it went out for a throw into Marine down by the corner flag. Oh, a bit bizarre. It's going to be Dunn to take the throw in, though. We've seen he's got a long throw, but he just goes, plays it back for Solomon Davis, who can maybe get down that line, and instead tries to win the corner, but it's just rebounded back off him. Allen to take another goal kick. Goal kick count must be in the double figures for the half. Let's see if he can make it better than his last, but I'm sure he must have just kicked the floor or something. It was very flat, and I think it bounced just on the edge of his own box. Wasn't the best from the Glossop keeper, but he has had a good game so far, despite the 2 goals he's conceded. Looking up towards Sonogo, but Solomon Davis, who's also having a good game, he might have a strike on goal now, but opts to try and play it for Riley instead, and it's cleared away by Wilshaw. Out for another throw-in. Maybe Dunn. I think we're going to need another new ball. Dunn signalling that we might need one. And we have got a new ball. We're getting close to double figures for the balls as well today. Solomon Davis to take the right back. Dunn comes short. He's got Riley in the penalty area if you can reach him. Watkinson had made a short option too, but Solomon Davis has ignored them both. Looks for Riley, and it's headed behind for a corner. Marine firmly in control of this game. Just over a quarter of an hour to go until the 90-minute mark. I think it's going to be Dunn. Dunn's gone across to take the corner again, an in-swinger from the right-hand side. Whips it in towards the back post. It's headed up, but not away. I don't hit the bar. I think, who is that? It's Riley. A couple of yards out. It more bounced off him than he headed it. But deflected off of Riley and off the bar and out. I think that's the second, or maybe the third time they've hit the woodwork today, Marine. Solomon Davis had one in the first half. Could be out of sight, Marine. Let's hope it doesn't come back to haunt them. Still 2 goals to be good. A couple of high-scoring games in the NPL West today. Clitheroe have gone 6-0 up at home to City of Liverpool. Warrington retain their 5-goal lead. A couple of 2-0s, a couple of 2-1s. A significant one, well, a significant 2 in the title race. Leek Town are losing 2-1 at home to 1874 Northwich. They were outsiders for the title as it stands, but that could just about see them off. And Allen's got some work to do as the long ball's played forward, but he does well to put it out for a throw-in under pressure from Watkinson. As the fans sing his name. Watkinson into the box, but just loses out. Here is White. Good turn to get away from Dunn. Square ball looking for Lowe. Lynch running around like a madman in there. Ball into the feet of Barrett. Just heads it on. Here's White. Nicked off him by Lynch. Lynch can come away with it now. Can he play Barragan down the right wing? He can. Barragan controls and is cleared out by Stanya. Watkinson has stayed down. It looked a hard but fair challenge from Stanya. I don't think it was high. I don't think it was late. He won the ball. But the sheer impact of it has left Watkinson on the deck. And Glossop have a free kick up at the other end now after a challenge on Mulvey. Watkinson stayed down. Surely the referee's going to have to come and have a look at him. In the midst of all this, I think Glossop are going to make a second change of the game. Sakuba Sanogo's game is over. Number 15, Bevan Bury, is going to take his place. Looked very lively in the reverse fixture earlier this season, did Bury. He was one of their main attacking threats. Watkinson down receiving treatment now. So while he's down, I'll just go over the scores with about 5 to 10 minutes to go in most of the games today. Bootle are still 1-0 up at home to Widnes. Keeps them 5 points behind Runcorn Linnets, who are still 1-0 up away at Kidsgrove Athletic. Clitheroe, as I mentioned a moment ago, was 6-0 up at home to City of Liverpool. Bit of a surprise result, that. Leek Town 2-1 down at home to 1874 Northwich. In a little bit of decent form, Northwich gave Marine a very tough game last week. Mossley 2-0 down at home to Newcastle Town. Prescott Cables 0, Kendall 0. Warrington Rylands 5, Market Drayton 0. And Workington are 1-1 with Trafford. Trafford had 10 men since the second minute. What a result that would be if they can hold on in the greater context of the season. But here at Glossop, Joe White has a free kick in towards the back post. And it's cleared away by Dunn. Kenji just tried to judge the bounce. He's not quite managed it, and it's gone out for a throw-in for Glossop. Watkinson's back on the pitch now. Momentarily down to 10 men with a Marin as well. Watkinson received treatment. Here's Bury, whose first involvement, tries to get it back into a box. Good touch from Rainford. And it's saved well by Bailey passing. And it's away by Muir. Wasn't most convincing save from Bailey. Into the feet of White, under pressure from Watkinson. Watkinson's trying to close down Stanya. Bury tries to flick on away by Devine. And headed away by Howarth, controlled by White. White just looks to hoof it forward. And here is Malvi. And it's going to be a throw-in down by the corner flag for Marine. Apologies for the lack of description. There are a few fans in the way. I can't fully see what's going on down that corner. Cal, we are just entering the final 10 minutes now. We're in the 80th minute. 2-0 to Marine. And it looks like we're going to make the second change of the game. Can't quite tell who it is that's coming on. It looks like it could be a return for Kyle Haid. Yes, I think it is going to be Kyle Haid. Jack Dunn coming off. Probably my pick for man of the match as it stands. He's been brilliant today. Very busy with number 10. Scored an absolute corker of a goal as well. His set pieces have been brilliant. And on comes Kyle Haid. A defensive change for Marine as we just try and shore things up at the back a little bit. Be interesting to see where he goes. There's Watkinson. The ball bouncing around. I think it's just come off Watkinson there. And it's going to be a throw in for Glossop. Taken by Cunningham. And into Riley now. He had time to take it down, but instead he just tried to head it on towards Watkinson. And it's going to be a throw-in to be taken, this time by Solomon Davis, who's back on throws after Jack Dunn substituted off. Just a reminder of some of the other players that were on the bench today. Of course, we've already made 2 changes, David Lynch and Kyle Haid coming on, but Ryan Wignall's there too. And then a couple of forward options. Keelan Adams, new signing, joined from Macclesfield Town yesterday, and the captain, Nell Cummins, on the bench too. But the ball's in the box for Glossop. Kyle Haid wins it back as they clear, but here's Riley now. Good turn. Just tries to keep the ball. Kyle Haid with a tackle, can't quite keep it though. Barragan plays it down the line for Kenji. Kenji under pressure from Lowe. Tries to get a ball in and just put behind. Safety first from Stanya. And we are going to see a debut for Keelan Adams. I think it's Keelan Adams over there. Yep. His first appearance for Marine after being announced yesterday. He scored 7 goals for Macclesfield Town this season. The first player that Marine have signed that have spent money on since 1995. "20 years old, the imposing striker. And he's on to a big cheer from the away fans. Ball in from Barragan. What a dream start this would be for Adams. Headed back into danger from Lynch. He got a good amount of power in that. He started his run on the edge of the box, and as it was cleared out, he headed it back towards the top corner. Another corner to be taken this time by Barragan. Barragan whips it in towards the penalty area and punched behind. This time by Allen. It's going to be another corner. It's going to be Barragan once again to take it. So an in-swinger from the right wing from today's captain, James Barragan. In towards the back post this time. Oh, it wasn't far off going all the way in. But it's gone out for a goal kick. Unfortunately, we've had news of a goal from Workington, and it has gone to Workington, so they've retaken the lead. It was always going to be a tough ask for the 10 men of Trafford. Not really playing for anything at this stage in the season. Down in 9th, playoffs. Still possible, but a fairly tough ask. And they've fallen 2-1 down in the final 5 minutes at Workington. It's goal kick taken up towards the centre circle, headed into David Lynch by Barragan. David Lynch working hard, as he always does, to keep it back. Devine clears. And out for a throw-in. So Kyle Hayde, by the way, who took to the pitch a few minutes ago, was just taking up a centre midfield position. Owen Watkinson was replaced by Keelan Adams. And Marine have got a throw-in down the right wing. Solomon Davis just being ushered into position by the referee. Down the line from Devine. And it's a little bit scrappy in the centre of the pitch again. White tries to clear it forward. Solomon Davis looks to clear it away. Adams putting pressure on Stanya, but it's just run out of play. I think it's going to be Cunningham to take the throw in on around the halfway line. Into the final few minutes now. Still Marine lead by 2-0. Down the line from Cunningham, headed away by Solomon Davis. Muir comes across to clear. And I don't want to jinx it, but Muir, if he can see a clean sheet, can see out this game with a clean sheet, he'll be yet to concede a goal for Marine. Started in a 0-0 draw away at Kidsgrove and then won at home against 1874 Northwich, 1-0. And if we can hold on to this 2-0 lead, he will still be yet to concede a goal. Another substitution for the home side, Glossop. It's going to be Louis White to leave the pitch in place of Nathan Wally for the final couple of minutes. There might be 3, maybe 4 minutes added on at the end. Not been too many stoppages. Cunningham down the line, headed away by Solomon Davis, up for another throw-in. And I think it's going to be a free kick for the Mariners for an offside. It's going to be taken by Bailey Passon. Real target man, Adams. He's tall. He's got a big frame. It's up towards Riley though. Tries to flick it to his new strike partner. It's cleared away. Devine's in there to clear it as well. And it's out for a Glossop throw. Down the line from Cunningham to Bury. Cleared away. Up into the centre of the pitch. Into the back of Barragan from Barrett there. Nothing given by the ref. And now Haid can come away with it. Looks try and get it into the feet of Riley. Stanya this time can come away with it. Down the line, looking for Bury. And it's going to be a goal kick. Just a reminder of some upcoming games for Marine. On Tuesday night, we're at home to Clitheroe in a rearranged fixture. That'll be a very tough game because we lost the reverse fixture there 2-0 with 9 men. Next Saturday, it's a trip to Mossley, another tough game. It's tough games all the way to the end of the season. Mossley at home, Colne away, Workington at home, Bootle away, and Leek at home. It's a tough, very tough end to the season with those 3 games in particular as we go for the NPL West Division title. Goal kick taken up towards Adams. It's Barragan. Just bounces off Lynch and away. Adams down the left wing. Held up by Wilshaw. Barragan can pick it up into looking for the feet of Riley. And cleared away in the end by Cunningham. Solomon Davis. Under pressure from Bevan Bury. And it's a foul from Bury on Lynch. It's going to be a free kick for Marine. Into additional time now. There's no signal for how long it's going to be. Which again is always helpful. But 1 minute played of added time. I would imagine 3, maybe 4 minutes of added time. Is Divine with the late free kick for Marine. Down the line looking for Adams. Just headed behind for a corner by Stanya. So another chance for a 3rd goal from the corner. I don't think they're too bothered about sending men forward. Haid, Kenji, Divine and Solomon Davis all staying back. I think Lynch might just join the attack on the edge of the box. Muir and Howarth and Adams are in there, as is Riley. Barragan to take. Whips the ball in towards the near post. Adam gets there. And a first sight of goal for Keelan Adams, and it's gone a mile over the bar. It's Harry Allen to take a goal kick. 2 minutes played of added time now. Up towards the right wing. Wind's just held it up. A couple of players have gone down over there. I think it's Das and Kenji, but they've got back to their feet now. It's going to be a throw-in for Marine on the halfway line from Ollie Muir. Down the line, looking for Adams, but there's not a great deal of direction on it. But it's headed away for another throw-in. It's Muir. A bit of a dodgy throw into Kenji, but he's got away with it. And here's Adams. Not a great touch from Adams, and away is Solomon Davis. Looking down the line for Haid, but it's not quite kept that one in. Three and a half minutes played of added time. Down the line from Cunningham. Solomon Davis can just watch it go out of play. Divine looking down the line for Adams. It's just dropped into a bit of space, but Wilshaw plays it across to Wally. It's closed down well by Adams. And here's Barragan. Can he get the ball into Kenji? He can. Kenji can run with it. Kenji looks to get down that left wing. Tries to whip it in. but it's blocked and out for a corner. High corner count for Marine in this half. News of yet another goal at Warrington Rylands, 7-0 now. Really piling the misery on to the relegated Market Drayton Town. I've got such an impressive goal difference, and you can see why when the winning game's 7-0. The corner's taken short to Haid. Back to Barragan. He's tried to dink it into an area for Kenji to run onto. And there's the final whistle. Marine took an early lead in the first half when Jack Dunn struck from 30 yards with his first goal for the club. Josh Solomon Davis also hit the bar. Lewis Riley late on also struck the crossbar. But it was Mark Howarth from a corner to double Marine's advantage and give them a 2-goal cushion that they were looking for. Results in the NPL West mean that today was a much needed win, and they've done just that. So full time at Glossop North End 0, Marine 2. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on Tuesday.